Hello and welcome back to the Motionary Tech Review channel. My name is Victor and today we will be looking at the DJI RS3 Pro Gimbal. Let's talk about the numbers first. The RS3 Pro was released in June 2022, making it the newest hand gimbal to come out from DJI. The Pro model which we bought is the RS3 Pro Combo and it costs $1,099. It can support a weight up to 4.5 kilograms, that's around 10 pounds, and the 1950 mAh battery lasts up to 12 hours and can be charged within 1.5 hours using a 24-watt charger. Further, the RS3 Pro has a 1.8-inch OLED touchscreen and uses Bluetooth 5.0 to connect with your camera. When looking at just the raw weight of the gimbal itself, the RS3 Pro weighs about 1,143 grams, which is around 2.51 pounds. The regular RS3 Pro comes with the following items: the manual, the handle, 2 USB cable, one C to C and one A to C, the base plate, the Quickrelease Plate, the lens holder, some screws, the battery grip, the tripod and the gimbal head. So no carrying case included. In addition, when you get the Pro Combo, you will receive the following accessories: an extra plate for larger cameras, phone holder, the Raveneye, the new follow focus motor, 2 mounting options for the motor, one for the base plate and one for the quick release, leather lens support strap and a plastic one, focus motor rod, 3 different HDMI cables for the Raveneye and different cameras, and additional USB-C cable for the Raveneye and follow focus motor. More screws to attach the accessories and the tool for the screws. There's also more you can add to the gimbal if you have a lot more bucks to spend. For example, the DJI Transmission Combo, the DJI R-Twist Grip Dual Handle, the DJI Ronin Expansion Base Kit for more mounting options, the battery grip, and the LiDAR rangefinder. Because we don't have access to all accessories, we have linked some videos going into more details for each accessory. Since you guys liked our detailed assembly video on the Tilter Float, we're going to do the same with just the gimbal. This time we are using the RS3 Pro with the Greyjoy anamorphic 50mm T1.8. So now we can start the assembly, and we have already attached our tilter cage onto the Blackmagic 6K, also the SSD, the Samsung T5, and the Greyjoy anamorphic lens. In addition to the gimbal and the camera, you will need one flathead screwdriver and a phone. So the first thing you will need is the tripod and the battery. You can attach the tripod onto the battery pack like this. Open it up, and then you can take the gimbal head and put it with the contacts just like that, and make sure to lock it up. To put on the plate, you will have to open up this lock first and this one on the top. Now that everything is locked up, you can grab the small quick release plate. You can remove the quick release plate by opening up this one and pressing this button. It will slide out, and then you can slide in the quick release plate by opening up this latch here and slide it in just like that and lock it up. Now you can use the quick release plate, and for that you will also need the screw set. Take out the 2 1/4 screws and put it onto the bottom side of the camera cage. Position it just like that the corners are making contact here, and screw in the screws. Alright, if this is nice and secure, you could put it onto the quick release plate. Now you can slide it in. Make sure that it's really nice and secure and lock it up. If your camera makes contact with this arm, make sure to move the camera more back so that it doesn't make the contact with the cage or the camera. Now we can take out the focus motor rod and the focus motor. And we also need the new mount, the lens support, and also the lens support screw. You will start to attach the focus rod mount and put it onto the quick release plate. When it's secure, you will grab the rod, open up the latch, slide it in so it has enough space for the motor. Then you can lock it up. Take the focus motor, slide it in, and then lock it up here. Alright, now we can use this lens support. Make sure that it's in the middle. For this setup, I will need this one, this hole. Make sure that this is the front. Try to lift up the lens a little bit and screw it on. Now we can take out the Raveneye and two USB-C cable. I prefer the short one for powering the Raveneye and the long one for the focus motor. And then the full-size HDMI for the Blackmagic 6K and the Raveneye. To attach the Raveneye, I will show you this here. You can open up the antennas for the Raveneye, and then you can slide it in with the HDMI port facing to the left. You can put it in here and put it onto the right side. Now it's nice and secure. Now you can attach the HDMI cable and the HDMI onto the Blackmagic. Then you take the longer USB-C cable for the motor. It doesn't matter which port you are going to use. Put it just like that. And using the lower connector here. And for the power, we are going to use this part here. And the second one here. So now that we have attached everything onto the gimbal, we can now start balancing it. To start balancing the gimbal, we have to open up this lock. Make sure to hold your camera. Now, as you can see, it is very front heavy, so I have to open up this one and move it to the back. Until it's balanced. All right, so now we can lock it up. Now onto this side here. On this side is also the same problem, it's too front heavy. For that we will need to open up this side, but we have to face the camera up. Open up this one and move it to the back because it's too front heavy. Make sure to lift up your camera so it's easier to change the direction. And please remember, because it's a heavy weight, just a couple millimeters of movement will have a great impact on the balancing. So you really have to try to get it perfectly. Alright, this looks good now. I will lock it up back again. Check for this side again. Looks good. Also holds this position. Kinda. It holds this one too. Perfect. So now we can lock this side back again up here. All right. Now we can start to this arm. For that, we have to open up this lock. Make sure always to hold your camera again. All right. To move this one, you have to open up this latch. This was already opened. It's like that. So as you can see, it moves to the left. So I have to push it onto the right side, to the opposite direction. Make sure to remove the weight so it's easier. Oh, that was too much. Just a little bit less. Just like that, and then lock it up. Check the angle. It's perfect. So we can lock up also this side. All right. Now the last arm, we can open up this lock here and move it to the back slightly. To move this side, you have to open up this latch here. For example, if it's like that, it moves down, I have to push it forward. Just a little bit more. Now I got it too much in the front, I have to move it back a little bit. Alright, I think that is good. It should hold its position. Just like that. Alright, then we can lock everything up, and now we can start attaching the briefcase handle and the phone mount. You can open up this side here and attach the briefcase arm onto the side here, like that, and this one like so, and then we can open up the phone mount and attach it onto this side. Now we can start up our gimbal and start calibrating it. For that, you will press this button here onto the side. It will automatically remove the lock. And to calibrate it, you will need to press this one here on the top left and press start calibrating. This will make the camera shake a little bit and the gimbal makes some weird noises, but that's totally fine. That's the process of calibrating it. Now that this is done, we can now set up the focus motor in the front. For that, you will slide up on the gimbal, press the dial functions button on the bottom left, and press focus motor. Then you can slide down and slide down again if you're in the main menu, and use the settings menu on the bottom right. Scroll up until you see the focus motor end positions or endpoints. Press it and press motor calibration and confirm. This will start the calibration process of the focus motor, which you can see here. All right. If it's calibrated correctly, it will say so here on the screen. You can confirm it and test it out with the wheel on the front. Now we can start to connect our camera with the gimbal. For that, we will start the camera. When the camera is started, you will go to the menu, then setup, and slide to the right until you reach the Bluetooth settings, like this. And you can turn it on if you haven't turned it on yet, or turn it on, and you will see the name of your camera here. To connect it to the gimbal, you have to slide down onto the touch screen, go to the top right, then the camera Bluetooth symbol, confirm, and you will see your camera name here. If it's the same, you can press onto the symbol. If it's already connected, it will automatically connect itself. Otherwise, you also have to enter a password, which is displayed onto the screen of the Blackmagic. And now you can start and stop recording from this button here. So now we can connect the Raveneye with your mobile phone. For that you will have to press this button here of the Raveneye. Just press it until it lights up red. This means this is on. Then you can start up your settings. Go to Wi-Fi until the Raveneye shows up. If it lights up, you can press on it. It should connect. And then it should automatically go to the Raveneye. But if not, you can press it here. And then it should display what you will see. Alright, now you can attach your phone onto the mount. And you are ready to shoot. We did the same setup with the RS2, and we had to attach some weights onto it because the quick release on the RS2 is a little bit different. The holes for the screws are fixed on the RS2 and therefore can't be moved. The quick release plate on the RS3 Pro can be moved due to the slots. But at the end, the setup is pretty much the same. The improvements that DJI made for the RS3 Pro really comes to shine with multiple user-friendly changes. Looking at the new physical aspects of the RS3 Pro compared to the RS2, it can accommodate larger camera bodies and lenses due to the slightly longer arm. Another good thing is the new Bluetooth feature. You can now connect your camera directly to the gimbal without the use of a USB cable. We will link a full list of compatible cameras in the description below. Another cool thing included in the Pro Combo model is a new rail mount for the follow focus that you can now attach to the quick release plate. This makes it much easier to remove and attach the camera when you are using the follow focus. It has also a new physical switch that makes it easier to switch between different shooting modes. In addition, there is a new auto lock feature where you can lock the entire gimbal with just one button, making it very easy to quickly switch from shooting a scene to transporting the gimbal. Another great thing about the RS3 Pro is that the new LiDAR rangefinder is compatible with the gimbal, making it easier and more accurate to focus with manual lenses, ranging up to 14 meters. However, the LiDAR will drain the gimbal's battery from 12 hours to 3 hours. The main competitors of the RS3 Pro are the Xeon Crane 3S Pro, Xeon Weebill Lab 2 Pro Plus, Feiyu Tech Score Pro, Feiyu AK 4500 3-axis standard kit. When compared to its competitors, the RS3 Pro Combo model is fairly higher priced, with $1,099. The competitor prices come closer to the basic RS3 model, the RS3 Combo model, and the RS3 Pro model. One thing that bothers me about the RS3 Pro is that you still can't power anything through the gimbal. For example, if you want to use a different follow focus or image transmitter, you will need an additional cable and a V-mount battery to power them separately. I don't recommend buying it if you already own an RS2 or another similar gimbal and it already meets your needs. For professionals who have the money and want to perfect their workflow with a gimbal, I say go for it. With the RS3 Pro, you truly have a professional gimbal with a wide variety of mounting and shooting options. Overall, the Ronin ecosystem has established itself with the RS2, and through the release of the new RS3, they have added a bunch of new great gimbal features to the system. And that will be all about the RS3 Pro gimbal. If you have any questions or ways to improve our RS3 Pro setup, make sure to let us know in the comments below, and see you next time.